Hollywood's golden age, between 1910 and 1970, was a time when homosexuality and bisexuality were considered deeply taboo, forcing many actors and actresses to hide their true sexual identities. During this era, those whose preferences didn't conform to societal norms faced the harsh reality of potential career destruction if their secret lives were exposed. Despite their personal struggles, these stars helped shape cinematic history forever. Today, we take a look into the lives of 19 secretly gay stars from old Hollywood and the causes of their untimely deaths. Rudolph Valentino. Rudolph Valentino, the legendary silent film star of the 1920s, became a global heartthrob with his romantic roles. However, rumors about his sexuality shadowed his fame. His first marriage to actress John Acker ended on their wedding night, raising eyebrows, while his second marriage to Natasha Rambova also didn't last. Valentino faced speculation about his close relationships with men, including French actor Jean Eichel. Biographers Emily Leader and Alan Ellenberger generally agree he was most likely straight, though documents from the estate of author Samuel Stewart suggested they were sexual partners. Valentino denied being gay, but his effeminate mannerisms fueled the rumors. Despite his efforts to prove his masculinity, the whispers never fully disappeared. Will Geer. Will Geer, best known for his role as Grandpa Zebulon Walton on The Waltons, lived a life full of hidden truths. In the 1930s, Geer had a romantic relationship with gay rights activist Harry Hay, but they eventually split when Geer decided to marry actress Herta Ware and have children. Though Geer chose to build a family with Ware, they divorced in 1954. Despite this, Geer remained open with her about his sexuality. His activism in both the Communist Party and gay rights circles was known within select communities. While Geer kept his sexual orientation largely private during his lifetime, his love for Hay and his commitment to both social causes and his family were defining aspects of his life. Geer passed away in 1978, leaving behind a legacy both on-screen and off. Liberace. The flamboyant and world-famous pianist, Liberace kept his sexuality a tightly guarded secret throughout his life. Despite widespread rumors, he never publicly acknowledged being gay. Instead, he shrouded his true identity with stories of his friendships and supposed romantic links with women, often portraying a heterosexual image. In fact, he even fueled this perception in articles like "Mature Women Are Best," TV's Top Pianist Reveals What Kind of Woman He'd Marry, where he spoke about his ideal female partner. Behind the scenes, though, Liberace had relationships with men, most notably Scott Thorson, who later sued him for palimony. Even as rumors swirled and tabloid stories hinted at the truth, Liberace maintained his public persona until his death in 1987 from AIDS-related complications, leaving the world still questioning the man behind the dazzling smile and sequin suits. Sir John Gielgud. Sir John Gielgud, one of the most celebrated actors of British theatre, had a career that spanned more than 6 decades. Gielgud's sexuality was largely an open secret in the theatre world, though he kept it private for most of his life. In 1953, he was arrested for importuning for immoral purposes, a charge often used against gay men at the time. Despite the scandal, Gielgud continued to work and became a revered figure in the acting community, known for his commanding performances in both stage and film. Cesar Romero. Cesar Romero, famous for his role as the Joker in the 1960s Batman series, was one of Hollywood's classic Latin lovers. However, Romero never married, and there were long-standing rumors about his sexuality. Despite being linked to several female stars, it was widely believed that he was gay, though he never confirmed it publicly. Romero maintained his privacy regarding his personal life and remained beloved for his suave, charismatic roles. Raymond Burr. Raymond Burr, best known for his iconic role as Perry Mason, was another actor whose sexuality was a well-kept secret during his lifetime. Burr carefully crafted a public image by inventing stories about a wife and child who had supposedly passed away, but in reality he had long-term relationships with men. His 35-year partnership with Robert Benavides only became publicly known after Burr's death in 1993. Tony Randall. Tony Randall, known for his role as Felix Unger in The Odd Couple, faced rumors about his sexuality throughout his career. Though he was married to his first wife for 50 years, Randall's effeminate mannerisms and personal choices led to speculation about his orientation. After his wife's death, Randall surprised many by marrying a much younger woman and fathering 2 children. But the rumors of his homosexuality persisted throughout his life. James Mitchell. James Mitchell, who played Palmer Cortlandt on the soap opera All My Children, lived as a gay man privately while enjoying a long career on Broadway and television. He had a 39-year relationship with his partner, Albert Wolski, a prominent costume designer. While he never publicly came out during his lifetime, Mitchell's close friends and colleagues knew about his long-term relationship. Montgomery Clift, a Hollywood heartthrob known for films like A Place in the Sun and From Here to Eternity, struggled with his sexuality throughout his life. Clift was known to have had relationships with both men and women, and his internal battles with his identity contributed to a tumultuous personal life marked by substance abuse. Though he never publicly came out, his close friends, including Elizabeth Taylor, were aware of his sexuality. Clift passed away in 1966, leaving behind a legacy as one of Hollywood's most talented and troubled stars. George Nader. George Nader, a handsome leading man in the 1950s, saw his career take a hit when rumors about his sexuality started to surface. Though he never publicly came out during his Hollywood career, Nader later lived openly with his partner, Mark Miller, for over 55 years. His close friendship with Rock Hudson also fueled speculation. Nader stepped away from acting in the early 1970s, focusing on writing instead. He remained out of the public eye, quietly living a life with his partner until his death in 2002. Merv Griffin. Merv Griffin, the famed talk show host and creator of Jeopardy! And Wheel of Fortune, was often rumored to be gay, though he never publicly confirmed it. Despite long-standing speculation and several lawsuits that hinted at his homosexuality, Griffin remained tight-lipped about his personal life. He had close relationships with both men and women, but his sexual orientation was only whispered about behind the scenes. Griffin passed away in 2007, leaving behind a legacy in television that overshadows the mystery of his private life. Rock Hudson. Rock Hudson, one of the most iconic leading men in Hollywood, lived his entire career hiding his homosexuality. In a time when being openly gay could destroy a career, Hudson carefully protected his image as a heterosexual heartthrob, even entering into a marriage of convenience with his secretary. Behind closed doors, Hudson had relationships with men, but it wasn't until his diagnosis with AIDS in 1984 that his sexuality became public. His battle with the disease brought awareness to the AIDS epidemic and shattered the illusion of the perfect Hollywood leading man, marking a turning point in how society viewed both the disease and the LGBTQ+ community. Hudson passed away in 1985, but his story remains a landmark in Hollywood history. Kerwin Matthews. Kerwin Matthews, best known for his roles in fantasy adventure films like The Seventh Voyage of Sinbad, kept his private life very quiet. Although he never publicly addressed his sexuality, Matthews lived with his partner, Tom Nichol, for over 46 years. After leaving Hollywood in the late 1960s, Matthews moved to San Francisco, where he lived openly as a gay man. He preferred to keep his personal life out of the spotlight, but those close to him were well aware of his long-term relationship. He passed away in 2007. Paul Lynde. Paul Lynde, famous for his sarcastic humor and appearances on Hollywood squares, was an iconic comedian with an openly campy personality, though he never officially came out. Lynde's homosexuality was widely known within Hollywood, but he kept it under wraps publicly to protect his career. Behind the scenes, he struggled with personal demons, including alcohol addiction, which may have been tied to living in the closet during much of his life. Lynde's sharp wit and flamboyant persona made him a standout in the comedy world, but his private life remained largely hidden until his death in 1982. Jack Cassidy. Jack Cassidy, a versatile actor known for his roles on stage and screen, had a tumultuous personal life. While married to actress Shirley Jones, rumors swirled about Cassidy's bisexuality. He was known to have had relationships with both men and women, and his personal struggles, including issues with alcohol, took a toll on his career and family life. Cassidy's sexuality was a poorly kept secret in Hollywood, but he never publicly addressed it. He tragically died in a house fire in 1976, leaving behind a complex legacy as both a charming leading man and a troubled individual. Charles Gray. Charles Gray, perhaps most famous for playing the villain Blofeld in the James Bond series and the criminologist in the Rocky Horror Picture Show, lived a relatively private life. While Gray never publicly discussed his sexuality, it was widely understood within the industry that he was gay. He remained a reserved figure off-screen, avoiding the spotlight on his personal life. Gray passed away in 2000, leaving behind a body of work that included many memorable roles in film and television. George Maharis. George Maharis, star of the popular 1960s series Route 66, kept his sexuality under wraps during the height of his fame. Maharis was arrested in 1967 for engaging in lewd conduct with another man in a public restroom, an incident that damaged his career. While he never publicly came out, the arrest exposed his sexuality to the public. Despite the setback, Maharis continued to work in television and film, though his career never fully recovered from the scandal. He lived a more private life in his later years. Roddy McDowall. Roddy McDowall, known for his roles in Planet of the Apes and How Green Was My Valley, was a beloved actor who maintained a level of privacy about his personal life. Though never publicly out, McDowall's sexuality was an open secret in Hollywood, and he had close friendships with many in the LGBTQ+ community. McDowall never married and preferred to keep his relationships private. His professionalism and kind nature earned him respect throughout his career, and he remained a cherished figure in Hollywood until his death in 1998. Nigel Hawthorne. Nigel Hawthorne, a respected British actor best known for his role in The Madness of King George in the television series Yes, Minister, only publicly acknowledged his sexuality later in life. He lived with his partner, Trevor Bentham, for more than 20 years, but kept their relationship discreet for much of his career. It wasn't until Hawthorne was outed by the British press during the 1995 Academy Awards that he spoke openly about being gay. Hawthorne handled the situation with grace, and his acting legacy remained untarnished. He passed away in 2001. James Coco. James Coco, a character actor known for his comedic roles in films like Only When I Laugh and The Muppets Take Manhattan, was another actor who kept his private life hidden from the public. Though Coco never publicly came out as gay, it was well known in his social circles. He had a successful career in film and television, and his larger-than-life personality made him a memorable figure in Hollywood. Coco died in 1987, leaving behind a legacy as a versatile and beloved performer. Dick Sargent. Dick Sargent, best known for his role as Darren Stevens on Bewitched, came out as gay in 1991, becoming one of the few actors of his era to do so publicly. After years of keeping his sexuality private, Sargent became an advocate for LGBTQ+ rights, particularly focusing on raising awareness about HIV/AIDS. His coming out was a significant moment in Hollywood, as he used his platform to support the gay community. Sargent passed away from prostate cancer in 1994, but his courage in being open about his sexuality later in life made him a trailblazer for others in the industry.
Did you know some of your most beloved classic Hollywood actresses harbored secret romances and relationships that defied their public personas? From Greta Garbo's clandestine affair with Marlene Dietrich to Katharine Hepburn's intense connections with her co-stars, many iconic actresses led hidden lives far removed from the silver screen. Here's a closer look at 20 legendary actresses whose private lives were as captivating as their on-screen performances. Ona Munson. A celebrated actress of Hollywood's golden age, is remembered for her captivating performances and intriguing personal life. Best known for her role as Belle Watling in Gone with the Wind, Munson made a lasting impression with her portrayal of the sultry and resilient character. Her career in the 1930s and 1940s was marked by notable performances in films like The Women's Prison and The House of Rothschild. Despite her professional success, Munson's private life was equally compelling, intertwined with the vibrant and often secretive world of Hollywood's lesbian community. She was romantically linked to several prominent figures, including Mercedes Acosta, whose open relationships with women were well known. Marilyn Monroe. The quintessential symbol of Hollywood glamour, captivated audiences with her stunning beauty and complex persona. Best known for her roles in Gentlemen Prefer Blondes and Some Like It Hot, Monroe's on-screen presence belied the tumultuous reality of her private life. Her intimate relationships with women, including Joan Crawford and Barbara Stanwyck, added layers of intrigue to her public image. Monroe's relationships with female figures were marked by a quest for emotional connection and understanding, often overshadowed by her troubled interactions with men. Janis Joplin. The iconic rock and blues singer remains a powerful symbol of the counterculture era of the 1960s. Known for her raw, emotive voice and electrifying performances, Joplin's music career soared with hits like Piece of My Heart and Mercedes-Benz. Beyond her musical achievements, Joplin's personal life was a whirlwind of passionate relationships and intense experiences. Her bisexuality was an open aspect of her life, adding a layer of complexity to her public persona. Joplin's romances with both men and women were marked by a fierce, unapologetic embrace of her sexuality, reflecting the liberating spirit of her era. Josephine Baker. A trailblazing performer and activist, dazzled audiences with her vibrant performances and bold charisma. A renowned entertainer in both the United States and France, Baker's career was highlighted by her roles in Zuzu and The Chocolate Dandies. Known for her provocative stage presence, including her famous banana skirt dance, Baker also led a life of deep personal significance. Her relationships with women, such as her rumored affair with French singer Frehel, added depth to her complex public image. Baker's bisexuality was a reflection of her avant-garde lifestyle and defiance of social norms. Gia Karangi. An iconic supermodel of the late 1970s, is remembered for her striking beauty and tragic story. Known for her work with major fashion houses and appearances in prominent magazines like Vogue, Karangi's career was marked by her distinctive look and powerful presence. Her personal life, however, was marred by struggles with addiction and her sexual orientation. Karangi's relationships with women, including her affair with model and actress Patty Hansen, were a significant part of her life, adding layers to her public persona. Despite her rising career, her battle with drug addiction and HIV overshadowed her achievements. Barbara Stanwyck. A formidable actress of Hollywood's golden era, is celebrated for her versatile performances and compelling screen presence. With memorable roles in classics like Double Indemnity and Stella Dallas, Stanwyck showcased her extraordinary range and ability to portray complex characters. Off-screen, her personal life reflected her defiance of conventional norms, particularly in her relationships with women. Stanwyck's long-term companionship with her publicist, Helen Ferguson, was an open secret in Hollywood, though never publicly acknowledged. This relationship, alongside rumored connections with figures like Marlene Dietrich and Joan Crawford, illustrated Stanwyck's deeply private but vibrant personal life. Greta Garbo. A classic Hollywood star, is famous for her mysterious and glamorous image. Known for films like Anna Karenina and Camille, Garbo kept her personal life very private. Rumors say she had a secret relationship with actress Marlene Dietrich, which was said to have been intense and impactful. Garbo never married and rarely spoke about her private life, adding to her aura of mystery. She was also linked to other women, including writer Mercedes Acosta. Nancy Kulp. She was best remembered for her role as Miss Jane Hathaway on the TV show The Beverly Hillbillies. While her career brought her fame, her personal life was also notable. Kulp, who was openly gay, had relationships with several women, including journalist and former Beverly Hillbillies cast member Joan Roberts. Her sexuality was not widely known during her acting career, but it became a more open aspect of her life later on. Marlene Dietrich. She was a glamorous actress and singer known for her roles in films like Shanghai Express and The Blue Angel. She had a reputation for her bold and sophisticated style. Dietrich's private life included romantic relationships with many women, including Greta Garbo and singer Billie Holiday. Her bisexuality was an open secret, adding to her allure. Dietrich was known for her daring personality, both on and off the screen. Patricia Highsmith. The author famous for her suspense novels like Strangers on a Train had a life as complex as her stories. Highsmith was known for her lesbian relationships, which she often explored in her writing. She had affairs with several women, including writer and editor Jeanette Winterson. Her personal life, marked by her openness to her sexuality, was reflected in her dark and intricate novels. Dusty Springfield. A British singer known for hits like Son of a Preacher Man, was a beloved pop icon. Springfield's personal life was marked by her relationships with women, though she kept her sexuality private for many years. She had notable relationships with actress and model Renate Blauel, and later with singer and songwriter Joan Armatrading, Maria Schneider. She was a French actress, known for her roles in films like Last Tango in Paris. Schneider's personal life was as dramatic as her film roles. She had relationships with several women, including actress and model Angelica Houston. Her struggles with fame and her open bisexuality were often reflected in her public image. Sally Ride. She was an iconic figure in American history and a trailblazer for women in science. As the first American woman to travel to space, Ride made history on June 18, 1983, when she flew aboard the Space Shuttle Challenger on STS-7. Her groundbreaking journey opened doors for women in STEM fields and inspired countless young girls to pursue careers in science and engineering. Ride was not only a pioneering astronaut, but also a dedicated educator and author, advocating for science education and space exploration throughout her career. Leslie Gore. She was a celebrated American singer and songwriter who made a significant impact on the music industry in the 1960s. Born on May 2, 1946, Gore became a teenage sensation with her hit single, It's My Party, which topped the charts in 1963. Her distinctive voice and catchy tunes resonated with audiences, and she followed up with other popular songs like Judy's Turn to Cry and You Don't Own Me. Gore's music often explored themes of teenage angst and empowerment, making her a voice of her generation. Judy Carne. She was a prominent British actress known for her role as Laugh-In's Sock It To Me girl. Born on April 27, 1939, Carne gained fame in the 1960s for her comedic timing and vibrant presence on the popular TV show Rowan and Martin's Laugh-In. Her unique style and charisma made her a standout star in the sketch comedy series, where she became a beloved figure. Carne's career also included roles in film and television, with notable appearances in productions like The Great Race and The Love Machine of Liz Smith. She was an influential American gossip columnist known for her sharp wit and extensive knowledge of celebrity culture. Born on February 2, 1921, Smith's column became a staple in newspapers and magazines, offering readers insider insights into the lives of Hollywood stars. Her candid and often humorous writing style made her a trusted source for entertainment news, and she built a reputation for her ability to uncover the juiciest stories. Lisa Baines. She was an acclaimed American actress, known for her versatile roles in both film and television. Born on July 9, 1955, Baines earned recognition for her performances in movies like Cocktail and Gone Girl, as well as television shows such as Masters of Sex. Her talent and range allowed her to portray a variety of characters, from dramatic to comedic roles, making her a respected figure in the entertainment industry. Baines was also known for her stage work, including performances on Broadway. Tragically, her career was cut short when she passed away on June 14, 2021, after a tragic accident. Anne Heche. She was a dynamic American actress celebrated for her work in film, television, and theater. Born on May 25, 1969, Heche gained prominence in the 1990s with notable roles in films like Donnie Brasco and 6 Days, 7 Nights. Her versatility as an actress allowed her to excel in both dramatic and comedic roles. Hetche's television work included a significant role in the soap opera Another World, where she won a Daytime Emmy Award. Throughout her career, Hetche was recognized for her talent and dedication to her craft. Jane Wagner. She is a renowned American writer and producer, celebrated for her creative work in theater and television. Born on January 26, 1935, Wagner is best known for her collaborations with comedian and actress Lily Tomlin. The duo's partnership has produced acclaimed works, including the groundbreaking one-woman show The Search for Signs of Intelligent Life in the Universe, which won a Tony Award. Wagner's sharp writing and innovative storytelling have made a significant impact on the entertainment industry. Lily Tomlin. She is a distinguished American actress, comedian, and writer, celebrated for her versatile performances and unique comedic style. Born on September 1, 1939, Tomlin gained fame with her roles on the television show Rowan and Martin's Laugh-In, where she showcased her talent for character comedy. Her career includes a wide range of work, from film roles in 9 to 5 and The Incredible Shrinking Woman, to acclaimed performances in television dramas like Grace and Frankie. Miriam Margolyes. She is a celebrated British-Australian actress known for her dynamic roles in film, television, and theater. Born on May 1, 1941, Margolyes gained recognition for her performances in films like The Age of Innocence and Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, where she portrayed Professor Sprout. Her acting career is marked by a diverse range of characters, from dramatic roles to comedic parts. Margolyes is also known for her work in theater and her outspoken personality. Holland Taylor. She is an acclaimed American actress, renowned for her extensive work in television, film, and theater. Born on January 14, 1943, Taylor is best known for her role as Evelyn Harper on the popular TV show 2.5 Men, which earned her critical acclaim and several award nominations. Her career spans decades and includes notable performances in theater productions like The Cocktail Hour and Anne, a one-woman show she wrote and starred in. Cheryl Crane. She is an American author and former actress, known for her connections to Hollywood and her compelling personal story. Born on July 25, 1943, Crane is the daughter of the legendary actress Lana Turner. She gained some recognition as an actress in the 1950s and 1960s, but is perhaps best known for her book, Deception: The Death of Pretty Girl, which explores her tumultuous experiences and offers insights into her life. Billie Jean King. She is a legendary American tennis player, an advocate for gender equality and LGBTQ+ rights. Born on November 22, 1943, King's remarkable career includes 39 Grand Slam titles and a groundbreaking victory in the 1973 Battle of the Sexes match against Bobby Riggs. Her achievements on the court are matched by her efforts off the court to promote equal pay and opportunities for female athletes. Angela Davis. She is a prominent American political activist, scholar, and author known for her work in civil rights and social justice. Born on January 26, 1944, Davis gained national attention in the 1960s as a leading figure in the Black Power movement and the women's liberation movement. Her activism extended to prison reform, and she became a symbol of resistance against systemic racism and injustice. Davis's influential books, such as Women, Race, and Class and Freedom is a Constant Struggle, highlight her commitment to social equality. Alice Walker. She is an acclaimed American author and poet, born on February 9, 1944. She is best known for her novel, The Color Purple, which won the Pulitzer Prize for Fiction and the National Book Award. Walker's writing often explores themes of race, gender, and identity, and her works have had a significant impact on literature and culture. In addition to her novels, she is known for her poetry and essays that address social issues and advocate for human rights. Fannie Flagg. She is an American actress, author, and playwright, born on September 21, 1944. She gained widespread recognition for her work in television and film, particularly for her role in the TV show Match Game and the film Fried Green Tomatoes, which she also adapted into a best-selling novel. Flagg's writing and acting often reflect her Southern roots and unique sense of humor. Her notable works include Daisy Faye and the Miracle Man and the all-girl filling station's last reunion, Nona Hendrix. She is an influential American singer, songwriter, and performer, born on October 9, 1944. She first gained fame as a member of the groundbreaking group La Belle, known for hits like Lady Marmalade. Hendrix's solo career includes a range of musical styles, from rock to funk, and she is celebrated for her powerful voice and innovative approach to music. Linda Hunt. She is an acclaimed American actress, born on April 14, 1945. She is best known for her distinctive voice and versatile acting skills, which have earned her a range of prestigious awards, including an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress for her role in The Year of Living Dangerously. Hunt's career spans theater, television, and film, with notable roles in NCIS Los Angeles and The Relic.
Ever wondered about the personal lives of your favorite Hollywood legends? What if we told you that some of the most iconic stars from Hollywood's golden age were gay? In today's video, we're diving into the intriguing world of celebrity secrets to reveal the top 21 gay stars who kept their true selves hidden from the public eye. Join us as we uncover the fascinating stories of these screen legends and their lives behind glamour. Marlon Brando. Did you know that legendary actor Marlon Brando had relationships with both men and women? Despite being one of Hollywood's most iconic figures, Brando's private life was complex and often shrouded in mystery. In a time when being openly gay could ruin a career, Brando kept his bisexuality largely hidden from the public eye. He had relationships with women like his co-star Rita Moreno, but he also shared intimate connections with men, including French actor Christian Marquand. Brando himself confirmed his bisexuality in a 1976 interview, boldly stating, "Homosexuality is so much in fashion it no longer makes news." His openness and talent made him an enduring figure in film history, breaking boundaries both on and off screen. Ramon Novarro. A major silent film star known for his roles in Ben-Hur and The Red Mark, led a life marked by secrecy regarding his sexuality. In the 1920s and 1930s, Novarro was a heartthrob in Hollywood, but behind closed doors, he faced significant challenges due to his sexual orientation. Despite his public image as a ladies' man, Novarro was known to have had romantic relationships with men. His personal life was closely guarded to protect his career in an era when Hollywood was unforgiving to gay actors. Novarro's private struggles came to a tragic end when he was murdered in 1968, a victim of a violent robbery by two men he had invited to his home. Before you watch the remaining video, what other actor do you remember as the gay member? Do comment the name below if you remember any. Freddie Mercury. Freddie Mercury, the charismatic frontman of the rock band Queen, was known for his extraordinary vocal range and electrifying stage presence. However, Mercury's personal life was as vibrant and complex as his music. While he had relationships with women, most notably with Mary Austin, he was also openly bisexual. Mercury's love life included relationships with men such as Jim Hutton, who was his partner in the final years of his life. Despite living in a time when being openly gay was often stigmatized, Mercury never shied away from expressing his true self, both in his music and personal life. Dirk Bogarde. A distinguished British actor known for his roles in films like Victim and Death in Venice, led a carefully guarded personal life. Despite his glamorous public persona, Bogarde was discreet about his sexuality. In the 1960s, he was one of the first major actors to address homosexuality openly, particularly in his role in Victim, which highlighted the challenges faced by gay men. Bogarde's relationships were largely kept private, though he was known to have had significant long-term partnerships with men. He avoided discussing his sexuality publicly to maintain his career and public image. James Dean. James Dean, A Hollywood legend known for his roles in Rebel Without a Cause and East of Eden, captivated audiences with his brooding intensity and striking good looks. Despite his brief career, Dean became an enduring cultural icon of teenage disillusionment and rebellion. While his public image was that of a heterosexual heartthrob, rumors about his sexuality have persisted over the years. Dean was known to have had relationships with both men and women, though he never publicly addressed his sexuality. Close friends and biographers have suggested that Dean's sexual orientation was fluid, with intimate connections to both genders. This ambiguity has only added to his mystique, making him a symbol of defiance against societal norms. Dean's untimely death at the age of 24 cemented his status as a tragic figure. Charles Laughton. Charles Laughton, an acclaimed actor known for his role in The Hunchback of Notre Dame and Witness for the Prosecution, was a complex figure with a private personal life. Laughton was married to actress Elsa Lanchester, but their relationship was reportedly more of a partnership than a traditional marriage. Despite this public facade, Laughton's sexuality was the subject of much speculation. He was known to have had numerous relationships with men throughout his life. The actor's reserved nature and the era's stringent norms led him to maintain a discreet lifestyle. His close friends and associates were aware of his sexuality, but Laughton's public persona remained carefully constructed to align with the heterosexual image expected in Hollywood at the time. Cary Grant. One of Hollywood's most charming and sophisticated leading men, starred in classics like North by Northwest and An Affair to Remember. Known for his suave demeanor and impeccable comedic timing, Grant was a quintessential symbol of the golden age of Hollywood. His private life, however, was the subject of much speculation. Though Grant was married 5 times, rumors about his relationships with men, particularly with fellow actor Randolph Scott, have long persisted. The two shared a house in the 1930s, sparking rumors of a romantic involvement. Grant never publicly addressed these rumors, maintaining a private stance on his sexuality. Some biographers have suggested that Grant's relationships with men were genuine, while others argue they were merely close friendships. Tab Hunter. A popular heartthrob of the 1950s, led a life marked by secrecy and duality. Hunter's charming screen presence and boyish good looks made him a major star, but his personal life was far more complicated. Despite his public image, Hunter was privately gay, navigating a world where such a revelation could ruin a career. His most notable romantic relationship was with actor Anthony Perkins, though this was kept out of the public eye. Hunter's attempt to maintain a heterosexual facade included high-profile relationships with women, including actress Natalie Wood. It wasn't until the 2000s, with his autobiography, Tab Hunter Confidential, that he openly discussed his sexuality. Clark Gable, often referred to as the King of Hollywood, is best remembered for his iconic role as Rhett Butler in Gone with the Wind. His rugged charm and commanding screen presence made him a beloved star of the golden age of Hollywood. Despite his many high-profile relationships with women, including 5 marriages, rumors about Gable's sexuality have circulated for years. Some biographers suggest that Gable had secretive relationships with men during his early Hollywood career. These rumors are largely unverified, as Gable maintained a strict public image as a heterosexual leading man. He was known for his masculine roles and off-screen charisma, which solidified his status as a heartthrob. Rock Hudson. He is considered by some to be Hollywood's biggest gay movie star. A leading man in the 1950s, Hudson starred in westerns and adventure movies before moving on to Universal projects. However, Hudson was closeted and married his agent's secretary, Phyllis Gates, for 3 years. Despite his public image as a romantic hero, Hudson's private life was markedly different. He was gay, but in an era when being openly gay could end a career, he kept his sexuality a secret. The pressures of maintaining a heterosexual facade were immense, leading Hudson to live a double life. His homosexuality became widely known only after he was diagnosed with AIDS in 1984. Robert Reed. Best known for his role as Mike Brady on The Brady Bunch, led a double life during Hollywood's golden age. Despite his wholesome TV dad image, Reed's personal life was far more complex. Known to have had relationships with both men and women, Reed was deeply private about his sexuality. His most significant romantic involvement was with actor and playwright Leonard Fry. Reed's homosexuality remained a secret to the public, influenced by the industry's strong biases at the time. His personal struggles with his identity were often at odds with his public persona, creating a tension that marked his life and career. Reed's passing in 1992 at the age of 59 brought renewed attention to his hidden life. Richard Pryor, known for his groundbreaking comedy and fearless social commentary, also had a complex personal life that included relationships with both men and women. Pryor's humor often pushed boundaries, tackling taboo topics like race and sexuality. In his later years, Pryor openly discussed his experiences with men, including a relationship with actor Marlon Brando. His widow, Jennifer Lee, confirmed these accounts, noting that Pryor was open-minded and unafraid to explore his sexuality. Despite the potential backlash, Pryor's honesty added depth to his already remarkable legacy. He once quipped, "How can something be wrong if it makes you feel good?" Paul Lynde, celebrated for his roles in Bewitched and Hollywood Squares, was known for his sharp wit and flamboyant persona. However, behind his public persona, Lynde led a life that he kept largely hidden from the spotlight. Known among close circles for his homosexuality, Lynde never publicly acknowledged his sexuality during his career, which spanned from the 1950s to the 1980s. The actor's private life remained a closely guarded secret, partly due to the prevailing homophobia in Hollywood at the time. Despite this, Lynde's friends and colleagues were well aware of his sexual orientation. Anthony Perkins. Anthony Perkins, best known for his iconic role as Norman Bates in Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho, led a life marked by dualities. On screen, he portrayed complex, often troubled characters, while off-screen, he grappled with his own identity. Perkins was bisexual, a fact that was largely kept private during his lifetime. In an era when being openly gay could endanger a Hollywood career, Perkins maintained relationships with men, including a well-documented romance with actor Tab Hunter. Despite societal pressures, Perkins later married photographer Barry Berenson, with whom he had 2 sons. His marriage did not erase his past or his sexuality, and those close to him acknowledged his ongoing struggles with his identity. Roddy McDowall, renowned for his versatile roles in classics like Planet of the Apes, led a private and discreet life, particularly regarding his sexuality. Though McDowall's public persona was often that of a charming and talented actor, he remained intensely guarded about his personal affairs. Born in 1928, McDowall was part of Hollywood's golden era, a time when being openly gay could endanger one's career. McDowall, despite his close friendships with Hollywood figures like Elizabeth Taylor and his involvement in many high-profile projects, kept his romantic relationships largely out of the spotlight. It was well known among close friends that McDowall was gay, though he never publicly discussed his sexuality. Laurence Olivier, one of the most celebrated actors of the 20th century, was known for his extraordinary performances on stage and screen. While Olivier's public life was marked by high-profile marriages to actresses like Vivien Leigh and Joan Plowright, he also had discreet relationships with men. In an era when homosexuality was not widely accepted, Olivier kept his bisexuality largely under wraps. His close friendship with actor Danny Kaye was often speculated to be more than platonic, though neither confirmed these rumors. Olivier's autobiography hinted at his complex sexuality, acknowledging his attraction to both men and women. Liberace. The flamboyant pianist and entertainer dazzled audiences with his extravagant performances and opulent style. Known for his dazzling costumes and grandiose stage presence, Liberace was a beloved figure in showbiz. Despite his public persona, his sexuality was a subject of intense speculation and intrigue. While he never openly discussed his sexuality, Liberace was romantically linked to several men throughout his life. In the 1950s, a high-profile lawsuit over his sexuality brought his personal life into the public eye. The case revealed more about his private relationships than he had ever disclosed. Raymond Burr, known for his role as Perry Mason, led a complex and private life. Although he was publicly seen as a dedicated professional and family man, Burr's personal life was shrouded in secrecy. In the 1960s, he met Robert Benavides, who would become his partner for over 3 decades. To the public, Burr's narrative included a fabricated story of a deceased wife and son to deflect from his true self. This created an illusion of a conventional life while hiding his relationship with Benavides. Burr and Benavides even ventured into business together, buying land and establishing a vineyard in Sonoma County. Despite maintaining a facade of heterosexuality, Burr's long-term, committed relationship with Benavides was a cornerstone of his private life until Burr's death in 1993. Montgomery Clift. He was a brilliant actor whose career was marked by his intense, brooding performances. Known for his roles in films like A Place in the Sun and From Here to Eternity, Clift was also one of the first openly gay stars in Hollywood, though his sexuality was not widely acknowledged during his time. He struggled with personal demons and a highly publicized car accident that left him physically and emotionally scarred. Despite the challenges, Clift's talent shone through his tumultuous life. He had several relationships with men, including a notable affair with actor Roddy McDowall. Tyrone Power. A dashing leading man of Hollywood's golden age, is often remembered for his roles in classics like The Mark of Zorro and The Razor's Edge. Yet, Power's personal life harbored secrets, particularly about his sexuality. Though married 3 times and fathering 2 children, rumors have long circulated about his relationships with men. Power was linked to several prominent figures, including actor and playwright Richard Lambert. The need to maintain a heterosexual facade was strong in the conservative 1940s and 1950s, and Power, like many, was compelled to present a conventional public image to protect his career. His private life remained largely concealed until his passing in 1958. Randolph Scott. A prominent leading man of Hollywood's golden age, was long rumored to have had a romantic relationship with Cary Grant. Known for his rugged charm and roles in westerns, Scott maintained a highly private life off-screen. His close friendship with Grant, who shared a home with him in a mansion nicknamed Bachelor Hall, sparked speculation about their relationship. Despite Grant's public persona, insiders and biographers suggested that Scott and Grant's bond went beyond mere friendship. Their 12-year cohabitation was marked by a deep, possibly romantic connection.
Old Hollywood actresses are still known for their amazing beauty. Each actress had her own special charm, showing that beauty comes in many shapes and sizes. They set the standard for elegance and style in films. Let's take a look at the lives of 25 famous Hollywood actresses, ranked by bust size, and celebrate their important roles in movies and the lasting influence they have had on our culture. Judy Garland, with a bust size of 33 inches, Judy Garland was one of the brightest and most tragic stars of Hollywood's golden era, captivating audiences with her warmth, spirit, and rich voice. Her film debut in Harmony Lane was initially uncertain, but her rendition of You Made Me Love You caught the attention of MGM, leading to a series of musicals designed to showcase her talents. Garland's career skyrocketed with her role as Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz, where her poignant performance and memorable rendition of Over the Rainbow earned her a special juvenile Oscar for Best Performance by a Juvenile Actor. Garland's life, however, was marked by struggles with addiction and mental health issues exacerbated by the pressures of the industry. Studio doctors prescribed numerous pills to combat fatigue, contributing to her lifelong battle with substance abuse. Despite these challenges, Garland's legacy endures, with her ranking as one of the top movie stars of all time by various publications. Premiere Magazine voted her the 22nd greatest movie star, and she was also ranked as the 8th actress on AFI's 50 Greatest Screen Legends list. Clara Bow, known as the It Girl, had a bust size of 32 inches and emerged from a tumultuous upbringing in Brooklyn, New York. Born on July 29, 1905, Bow grew up in an environment rife with poverty and violence. Her father was often absent, and her mother struggled with mental health issues, once attempting to harm Clara when she expressed her desire to become an actress. Despite these hardships, Bow won a photo beauty contest that launched her film career, which ultimately spanned 58 films. Her career-defining role came with the movie It, where she played a shop girl pursued by a wealthy owner. The film captured her rebellious spirit and charm, making her a symbol of youthful exuberance in the 1920s. At the height of her fame, Bow received over 45,000 fan letters a month, reflecting her popularity. However, with the advent of sound in films, her popularity began to decline, and she faced challenges in adapting to the changing landscape of Hollywood. Constance Bennett. Constance Bennett, with a bust size of 33 inches, was the first of the Bennett sisters to enter the film industry, beginning her career in New York by producing silent films. A chance meeting with Samuel Goldwyn led to her Hollywood debut, where she quickly made a name for herself. After pausing her career to marry Philip Plant, Bennett returned to the industry and found success in talkies, with her role in the hit film Common Clay propelling her into a series of glamorous roles. Bennett excelled in sophisticated comedies like The Affairs of Cellini, Ladies in Love, Topper, and Merrily We Live, showcasing her charm and wit. Known for her impeccable fashion sense and distinctive husky voice, she eventually shifted her focus to radio and theater. As a savvy businesswoman, Bennett invested wisely in startup businesses, particularly in women's fashion and cosmetics. Her last marriage brought her happiness and allowed her to contribute to military shows during the Berlin airlift, earning her military honors before her untimely passing at age 60. Jane Powell. Jane Powell, with a bust size of 33 inches, began her journey into the entertainment world at a young age, captivating audiences through singing and dancing. Her flourishing career in movie musicals led to her silver screen debut, where she quickly became known for her performances. However, as she transitioned into adulthood, Powell outgrew her innocent girl-next-door persona, leading to fewer roles in Hollywood. Despite this, she made occasional returns to acting, appearing in commercials and even starring in a workout video. Powell also embraced stage productions such as South Pacific, The Sound of Music, Oklahoma, My Fair Lady, and Carousel. She later performed a one-woman show titled The Girl Next Door and How She Grew, which inspired the title of her autobiography. In recognition of her contributions to entertainment, Powell received a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, honoring her lasting impact on the industry. Veronica Lake. Veronica Lake, with a bust size of 34 inches, was one of the first prominent film stars to embrace television appearances in the early 1950s. In her autobiography, Rye, she explained that television paid well and often broadcast live, inspiring her to pursue work in live theater. Lake's breakthrough came when she was paired with Alan Ladd, the only actor in Hollywood close to her height at just 4 feet 11 inches. Their on-screen chemistry led to a series of successful films. Throughout her career, Lake received acclaim for her distinctive looks and talent, earning her a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, located at 698 Hollywood Boulevard. Her legacy continues to resonate as she remains an iconic figure in American cinema, known for her striking beauty and captivating performances. Lana Turner. Lana Turner, known for her glamorous appearance and seductive charm, had a bust size of 34 inches. She achieved fame in the 1940s and 1950s for her roles that emphasized her sexuality and working-class origins. Discovered at a drugstore soda fountain, Turner quickly rose to stardom, landing a minor role in Warner Brothers' They Won't Forget. Impressed by her potential, a Hollywood film journalist advised her to adopt a more glamorous name, marking the birth of Lana Turner. Throughout her career, she often portrayed good girls gone bad, reflecting her tumultuous personal life marked by 7 marriages and numerous romantic entanglements. Despite facing criticism for her limited acting prowess, her on-screen portrayals resonated with audiences and secured her a lasting place in Hollywood history. Faye Dunaway, with a bust size of 34 inches, is recognized for her portrayals of complex female characters during Hollywood's second golden age. Her breakthrough role as Bonnie Parker in Bonnie and Clyde earned her widespread acclaim, Academy Award, and Golden Globe nominations. Dunaway's performances showcased her ability to hold her own alongside some of the era's biggest stars. In 1995, Dunaway published her memoir, Looking for Gatsby, which reflects on her captivating career and personal encounters. Despite taking a hiatus from acting, she made a memorable return at the 2017 Academy Awards, reigniting her passion for the craft. Recent years have seen her resurgence in films like The Bye-Bye Man, The Case for Christ, and Inconceivable, solidifying her status as an enduring icon of the silver screen. Ingrid Bergman. Ingrid Bergman, known for her 34-inch bust, is regarded as one of the greatest actresses from Hollywood's revered golden era. Her natural beauty and immense acting talent secured her place among the most celebrated figures in American cinema history. Bergman is one of the most Oscar-awarded actresses, second only to Katharine Hepburn, sharing the honor with Meryl Streep and Frances McDormand. Her journey to stardom began after she completed her education, starting with an uncredited role in the Swedish film Landskamp at 17. Despite a modest start, Hollywood quickly recognized her versatility and dedication. Bergman's genuine love for acting endeared her to the public, and her remarkable performances earned her multiple Academy Awards, including one for Anastasia. Her final big-screen performance in Autumn Sonata garnered her another Oscar nomination, cementing her legacy as a cinematic icon. Cyd Charisse. Cyd Charisse, with a bust size of 34.5 inches, made her silver screen debut in Something to Shout About under the name Lily Norwood. She showcased her talents as a Russian dancer in Mission to Moscow, but her career soared when she danced alongside Fred Astaire in Ziegfeld Follies. This uncredited role secured her a 7-year contract with MGM, leading to numerous performances in musicals. Charisse's unforgettable roles in Singin' in the Rain, alongside Gene Kelly and the Bandwagon, catapulted her to stardom. As the 1960s approached and the musical era waned, she continued to entertain through television appearances and nightclub reviews, often performing with her second husband, singer Tony Martin. In recognition of her contributions to dance, Charisse received the American National Medal of the Arts in 2006 and a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Anne Margaret, with a bust size of 35 inches, Anne Margaret is known as one of the most famous sex symbols and actresses of the 1960s. Discovered by George Burns, she quickly landed a record deal at RCA and a film contract with 20th Century Fox. Her single, I Just Don't Understand, charted in the top 20, marking her transition from music to film. Her acting debut came in Bette Davis's The Pocketful of Miracles, but it was her Oscar-nominated performance in Mike Nichols's Carnal Knowledge that marked a shift in her image from a sex kitten to a respected actress. Despite a near-fatal accident during a Lake Tahoe show, Anne Margaret continued her career into the 21st century, earning recognition as one of the industry's enduring stars. Hedy Lamarr. Hedy Lamarr, with a bust size of 35.5 inches, is often regarded as the most beautiful woman to grace the screen. Born Hedwig Eva Maria Kiesler in Vienna, Austria, Lamarr had a calm childhood but was drawn to cinema from a young age. After dropping out of school to pursue acting, she caught the attention of MGM mogul Louis B. Mayer, who signed her to a contract. While her beauty captured the industry's attention, Lamarr also had a brilliant mind and was awarded for her pioneering work in spread-spectrum technology. She received recognition from the Electronic Frontier Foundation in 1997 and was honored on what would have been her 92nd birthday. Lamarr's legacy includes a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, celebrating her contributions to both film and technology. Maureen O'Hara. Maureen O'Hara, known for her 35.5-inch bust, began her acting career at age 15, appearing in local stage productions. She made a successful transition from silent films to talkies, showcasing her versatility as an actress. Initially appearing as an exotic femme fatale, O'Hara later took on refined roles, establishing herself as a leading lady. Despite struggles to land a contract with MGM, she ultimately secured significant roles, including appearances in 2 Best Picture Academy Award winners, The Great Ziegfeld and The Best Years of Our Lives. In recognition of her contributions to cinema, O'Hara received an honorary Academy Award, celebrating her enduring impact on the industry. Rita Hayworth. With a bust size of 36 inches, Rita Hayworth's journey to stardom began when she joined her family on stage at the age of 8. Making her film debut in La Fiesta, she was later spotted by Fox studio head Winfield Orsheen, leading to her first studio contract. Hayworth's breakout role came in Gilda, where her explosive charisma made her a superstar. Despite a few forgettable films in the 1960s, Hayworth remains an enduring symbol of beauty and talent. Although Jean Ringgold remarked that she was not an actress of great depth, her fans would vehemently disagree, as her performances continue to resonate with audiences. Ava Gardner. Ava Gardner, with a bust size of 36 inches, was discovered based on her beauty, landing a film contract with MGM without any prior acting experience. Her first 17 film roles were minor, but her career took off after starring in The Killers. Despite being under contract for 17 years, her later roles were often for financial gain rather than artistic fulfillment. Gardner's striking looks and talent made her an iconic figure, but she struggled with insecurities about her abilities. Her last quality starring role was in The Night of the Iguana, and although she faced challenges in her personal life, many fans still consider her one of the most beautiful actresses in Hollywood history. Brigitte Bardot. Brigitte Bardot, known for her 36-inch bust, showed early promise in music and dance. At 15, she ventured into modeling and achieved success in French cinema. Bardot made her American debut in Act of Love with Kirk Douglas, captivating audiences with her explosive sexuality. Despite retiring from movies before turning 40, Bardot remains a significant cultural icon. She is recognized as a symbol of femininity and allure, ranking among the top movie stars in various lists. Her impact on cinema and society endures, as she continues to be celebrated for her contributions to film. Marilyn Monroe. Marilyn Monroe, with a bust size of 37 inches, rose to become one of the world's most enduring icons, remembered for her embodiment of the Hollywood sex symbol. Monroe's early film career included bit parts, but her intoxicating blend of sexuality and innocence quickly captured public attention. Despite facing tragic personal and professional struggles, Monroe's legacy remains strong, with her ranking as the #1 sex star of the 20th century by Playboy magazine. She is also recognized as one of the greatest movie stars of all time, earning her place on the American Film Institute's list of the 50 greatest screen legends. Raquel Welch. Raquel Welch, known for her 37-inch bust, burst onto the scene in the 1960s, captivating audiences with her iconic emergence from the sea in 1 million years BC. This memorable portrayal made her an international sex symbol and resulted in the era's best-selling pinup poster. Before her cinematic fame, Welch pursued theater arts at San Diego State College. Despite facing setbacks in her career, including a controversial dismissal from Canary Row, she maintained her status as an iconic figure in film and entertainment, showcasing her talent and resilience. Olivia de Havilland. With a bust size of 37 inches, Olivia de Havilland's acting journey began at Mills College in Oakland, where she caught the eye of Max Reinhardt during a school play. Signed by Warner Brothers, she gained recognition for her performances in notable films like Captain Blood, earning her first Academy Award nomination for Gone with the Wind. Despite initial success, Olivia faced typecasting challenges, leading to a suspension from Warner Brothers. However, she returned to form with a powerful performance in To Each His Own, finally winning an Oscar. Olivia's illustrious career extended to Broadway and television, and she remains one of the most celebrated actresses in Hollywood history. Sophia Loren. With a bust size of 38 inches, Sophia Loren's journey from poverty to stardom is remarkable. Growing up in the slums of Pozzuoli during World War II, she entered a beauty contest at 14, catching the attention of film producer Carlo Ponti. His guidance provided her with opportunities that propelled her career, beginning with La Moglie del Barbu. Throughout the 1960s and 1970s, Loren became an international movie star, starring alongside iconic leading men such as Paul Newman and Gregory Peck. She received an honorary Academy Award, recognizing her illustrious body of work, and remains a treasured figure in global cinema. Jane Russell, known for her 38-inch bust, gained fame after being signed by Howard Hughes for The Outlaw. The film showcased her physical attributes and became a box office hit despite censorship challenges. Throughout the 1940s, Russell continued to appear in notable films, solidifying her status as a Hollywood star. In the 1970s, she became a spokesperson for Peck's Bras and received recognition for her contributions to cinema and philanthropy. Russell's legacy is honored with the Women's International Center Living Legacy Award, acknowledging her enduring impact. Mae West. With a bust size of 38 inches, Mae West was a groundbreaking American actress, playwright, and sex symbol, known for her sharp wit and provocative persona. Born on August 17, 1893, in Brooklyn, New York, she began her career in vaudeville before transitioning to film in the 1930s. West quickly gained fame for her bold and often risque performances. Her most notable films include She Done Him Wrong and I'm No Angel, both of which showcased her iconic one-liners and comedic timing. West's daring approach to sexuality and relationships challenged societal norms and paved the way for future female stars. Mae West passed away on November 22, 1980, at the age of 87. Anita Ekberg. Finally, Anita Ekberg, with a bust size of 40 inches, became an iconic figure in film history. Growing up with 7 siblings, her life changed dramatically when she was crowned Miss Sweden in 1950. While her film contract with Howard Hughes' RKO didn't pan out, she found her footing in Hollywood with Universal Studios. Ekberg's breakthrough role came in Federico Fellini's La Dolce Vita, which defined her career. She embraced Italy, appearing in around 20 films, with some roles leaving an indelible mark while others faded into obscurity. Her marriages garnered significant media attention, adding to her celebrity status. Though her screen appearances became less frequent, she made a triumphant return with Fellini's Intervista in 2002. Despite facing financial difficulties in her later years, Ekberg is remembered for her enduring allure and impact on cinema. To uncover more intriguing stories about Hollywood actors and actresses, don't forget to hit subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.